Cade Mila Falch, everybody, and welcome back to the Gaelic Bro Gamers. My name is Brokey, and today we're going to be looking at a game which is essentially, quintessentially, barentially, existentially, and always playable. It's in my part of the world, it's known as Lilac Wars. You may know it better as Star Fox 64. If ever there was a game that encouraged replaying and getting better high scores, and this, that, and the other, it's this game. Keeping well within the polygon budget there, good stuff. Anyway, General Pepper there will kindly explain what has to be done. We have to fight a big evil monkey head called Andros. He's invaded our solar system called the Lilac system. He's coming towards our hometown, and for some reason, did I say hometown? Home planet. And for some reason, an entire army cannot do what 4 independent mercenaries can do. And here's the team with dank-ass runs. There is Slippy, the questionably gendered frog who does all the inventing. Peppy is the old hand of the team. He was on the old Star Fox team. Falco is a BOLOX who undermines the leader at every opportunity. And this is who you'll be playing as, Fox, leader of the eponymous Star Fox team, running through the longest damn corridor in the world. They're assisted by the Great Fox there, and they fly in their super high-tech G-Diffuser equipped R-Wings. Look at how silly he looks in that R-Wing. Better slow down there, Peppy. Anyway, that's all the story you need. A little 2-minute story there, and then we'll get another little exposition as we start the game. And after that, it's time to blow up a load of monkeys. That's all it is. That title screen is different from the default one because I think it's when you get like all of the medals on normal and expert. And keep in mind, we got this game in our house not long after it was released in '97, the big ass box and all that. This is the Wii version, and it's still played to within an inch of its life. Brings us to the menu with wonderfully melancholy music. You'll see the arrows next to main game and sound there. That just indicates the expert mode. But you know, there's a lot more enemies. It's tougher. You take a lot more damage, and your wings break off easily, so it's depressing and stressful. You won't be playing that. Training we won't be doing that either. It's just very simple. Versus mode, I'm a loner, so there's no need to go in there. Ranking. Oh, would you look at all those names there? All those SBs. Or is that 5.Bs? That's the top one. They're probably not even, those scores probably aren't even that good. That's not the best route you can take. Sound and expert. Expert is just a sound test. Crazy now with YouTube, you can get like, you know, OSTs before they're even released. Back then, a sound test was vital. Now, this is interesting. This is the English version, European version of the game, so you have the European languages. You also have the Lilac voice, and that makes their voices of all the characters in the game similar to the gibberish that they speak in Star Wing or Star Fox for the SNES. And finally, clear save data. You wouldn't think anybody would ever use that. I once brought a friend over to play this game, and he fucking, right in front of my eyes, pressed the button. He destroyed all my medals. I hate him after that. Now, let's listen.
Planet of the Lilac system. The evil Andros turned this once thriving system into a wasteland of near extinction. General Pepper of the Cornerian army was successful in exiling this maniacal scientist to the barren,
How do you exile a large head?
5
A
years
humongous
later,
head.
General Pepper noticed strange activity coming from Venom.
Peppy does not fancy that mission. Look, he is not fancying that mission at all. Sorry, I'm talking over him.
Upon their arrival, Pigma betrayed the team, and James and Peppy were captured by Andros. Peppy barely escaped Venom and returned home to tell James' son, Fox, about his father's fate. A few years have passed. Andros has again invaded the Lilac system. General Pepper has turned to a new Star Fox team, headed by Fox McCloud, to save Corneria and free the Lilac system once again.
Did you get all that? Basically, there's a big monkey and he's causing aggro and he's taking liberties, so we had to go and sort him out. And what's famous about this game is that you can take many paths through the game. Now here's how it's going to be. We're going to start off here. That's Corneria, 4th planet of the Lilac system. And we're going to take the hard path first of all. So it's going to be all the way from Corneria hard path to the old hands of the game will know. It's Sector Y, Aquas, I nearly forgot that, Zone S, Sector Z, Area 6 usually follows, and then Venom 2. There's 2 versions of the final level. Then I'm going to play the easy levels, That's Corneria, easy. Meteo, Fortuna, Sector X, Titania, Bolts, Balls, and Venom 1. And then afterwards, just as a kind of addendum, there'll be Katina, Solar, and Macbeth. They're the kind of medium path levels, but there's only 3 of them. So the way it works is, there are so many different alternate routes you can take through this game. A lot of levels have 2 or even 3 exits. So it really does, you can really pick a different way of playing every time. Now I'm just going to pick strict routes. So it's going to be hard, then easy, and then the medium levels. That way you'll see every level that this game has to offer. Which is 15, I think. Not counting slightly different routes. Come on, fuck 'em up. I missed them. If you charge up a shot there like I'm doing, and you kind of hit them not with the actual shot, but with the blast that comes off it, the splash damage, you'll get extra points. For us elite vets, that's a big tip there. Also, if you hold Z and R, it won't lock on, so it'll help you in that endeavour. And Slippy's in trouble already. How about that?
Whoa! Thanks, Bart. I thought they hadn't.
They? Who is they? There was one enemy, and we're 10 seconds into the mission. That's a recurring theme. Your team will always just get in trouble. They almost never help you. The only way they help you is by deflecting enemy fire. And either way, you can actually shoot them down. Oh, that's embarrassing. You can actually shoot them down in this game if you're careless. Always pays to fly under the arches here.
Everybody stay alert.
Sorry about that, Peppy. Just fly under everything you see and shoot everything you see as well. You'll notice a hit counter up in the top left. Some enemies give more hits than others. Like that big robot there gave me hit +5. Also, if you kill more than one enemy in one go, like that, you'll get hit pluses as well. So you get all sorts of combos. He'll tell you to use the brake, don't do that. Use the somersault, otherwise the fuckers will crash into you. And every level has a medal that you can get. And the medal requirements are based on the number of hits you have. In this case, I need 150. Obviously, some levels have more enemies than others, so their requirements are larger. Now, this is the thing. When we first played this game, I'll always remember it was like, oh yeah, someone's chasing Falco. That's okay. You know, you can just be kind of casual. You cannot be casual. He looks okay there, but they will absolutely destroy him if you let him. If you let those enemies anywhere near him, up to about here, he's gone. He goes from half health to nothing. It's actually kind of unfair, really. Here's the classic line. We're gonna hear it.
Do a barrel roll.
Do a barrel roll! I have no idea why that became so popular and mimetic. Honestly, can somebody tell me how that happened? It is the most throwaway line I can think of. Now, as I said, fly under the arches. Fly under these arches in particular. Having saved Falco, that's important. And do a nice somersault here. I almost certainly hit that arch, but fair enough. Watch out for these water skiing robots for whatever reason. And when Falco says pretty smooth flying, I think you've got it. Fly under all those arches, and Falco suddenly becomes the leader.
Falco, where you going?
Well, either that or he tries to commit suicide as he flies towards a waterfall. But now go through here, trying to get hit. Through the very, very pointy arch there. Did you see those polygons? I just beat up a few fuckers here. Yeah, kill him.
Hey, Einstein, back off, Bot.
Man, he's snarky, isn't he? What an asshole. Well on for a medal. Beating a boss in good time gives you 11 hits. And it's very juicy. When the score counter turns red like that, it is extremely juicy. What's also juicy, make sure you stay low. What's also juicy is that effect there. The wings on the water.
Enemy from the rear. Drop altitude.
It's probably simple as anything now, but I thought that was just the greatest thing ever when I was 6 or 7. It's crazy what you think is actually a good effect. And it is a good effect, but what you think is just mind-blowing. And you think, oh wow, I've never seen detail like that before. Now here's a guy who'll be familiar to fans of the Super Nintendo game. You just beat him up the same way. He's even easier, in fact. But it's a nice little throwback. Just mash A. That's all you have to do when he opens up.
Aim for the open spot.
Jeez, is that right, Peppy? Wow, God almighty. I mean, there's explosions coming out of him. I thought I was doing the wrong thing. Then there's fucking welly, daga, 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 daga.
Who are you guys?
You don't even know who we are?
We're Star Fox. You'll never defeat Android.
And then, yeah, I love the explosion sound effect in this game. And the way they're like perfect spheres. It was so early effects. I love it. Beautiful, guys, beautiful. We've accomplished our mission.
We're heading out. All aircraft report.
There's like probably 6 million other soldiers like attacking Corneria, but fair enough. Let's go. What were you worried about?
You're becoming more like your father.
I will thank you not to mention my dead father at every opportunity.
I'm fine. You okay over there, Fox?
That's his way of showing gratitude for the fact that I saved his ass. He's a nice guy, really. Well, no, he's not a nice guy, but he's a... Oh, Jesus, what is he? What is Falco? He's a dependable guy? Is that damning with faint praise? I say he's dependable. He never actually does anything for you. Like, now that he's brought us through that waterfall, his contribution to the mission is done.